Hi everyone. So today I'm going to do my 13 behaviors speech. I think it's very interesting that we can significantly improve our interpersonal relationships with just a few minor behavioral changes and by using some of the concepts that we've learned throughout the semester from our textbook. Throughout this speech, I'm going to go over two of the behaviors that I've chosen, two concepts that I've chosen from our textbook, and how those relate to my self-concept and how I can use them to improve the relationships in my life. So I think that everybody wants to have a good relationship with the people that they care about. And knowing that that can be achieved with a few minor behavior changes is something that we can all get behind and get on board with. So I'm going to start by talking about the behaviors that I chose. I've chosen extending trust and getting better, which I got from renowned author Stephen Covey's book, The Speed of Trust, which was written in 2018. I chose these behaviors because I think that trust is an extremely important factor in any relationship. Being able to effectively rely on someone and have them rely on you as well creates a bond that is very strong. And the more trust that you have in that person, I feel that just the stronger the relationship is. And I chose getting better because I believe that we as a society evolve constantly, and being able to do so as a person as well is something extremely important that will benefit you as time goes by. And it'll benefit both personal and work relationships as well. Being able to adapt to change is something that not many people can do effectively. And me, I would love to be able to do that a lot better as well. So the two concepts that I've picked from our textbook, Looking Out, Looking In, by Ronald Adler and Russell Proctor, which was written in 2016, is empathy, which can be found in chapter 4.5a, and listening, which can be found in chapter 8. And relating these concepts to the behaviors is basically, with empathy, you see things from someone else's point of view. You see the reasoning for the things that they do and why they think the way that they think. You get a sort of inside look at that. And I think that being able to understand someone a little bit better by empathizing with them, I think that you'll be able to extend trust to them a lot easier, which would benefit both parties. And for listening, I think that extending trust, you kind of have to be an active listener or it's going to negatively impact that relationship, which will sort of take away a lot of that trust. So being able to be an effective listener is very important when trusting someone. And for getting better and adapting as a person, being able to empathize with someone and see things from their point of view will sort of you'll evolve as a person because you'll be better at understanding other people and their motives for the things that they do. And with listening, being a better listener will always be better for your life and for your relationships. If you are a good listener, even if you don't always agree, they won't feel like they aren't being heard. They won't feel like they're less of a person. It won't have too much of a negative impact, so I should say. So now I'm going to go on to take the behaviors and concepts and relate them to my self-concept and how I will improve my relationships with both these concepts and behaviors. So relating the behaviors and concepts to my self-concept is that, extending trust with me as a person, I'm very independent. I don't really like relying on other people. I like to just do things myself. And I don't really like trusting other people too much. I don't know, I guess it's just a problem I have. And I think that learning to extend trust would be better and improve my self-concept because, yes, I would still be independent, but I would be more trusting, which would improve my relationships with other people. And when it comes to getting better, I think that evolving as a person will always better your self-concept. Being able to adapt and change in any way, shape, or form should always be able to improve some aspect of your self-concept. And as far as empathy goes, yeah, I do believe that I have some empathy, but I think that there is always room for improvement no matter what. And as far as listening goes, me being a stubborn person, I don't really like listening to other people because sometimes when I think that I'm right, even if I'm not, I don't like to listen because I'm stubborn. And I think that learning to be a better listener would really improve my self-concept and improve my relationships with other people. So what I can do to improve those relationships is by relying on other people, and that'll help in both personal and work related stuff because I'm going into the medical field and it's very important for me to be able to rely on the people that I work with. From my cited source that I got, my outside cited source, Interpersonal Trust and Its Role in Organizations by accredited professor of business management, Masoodul Hassan, which was written in 2012, he mentioned in his article that trust is defined as the extent to which a person is confident in and willing to act on the basis of the words, action, and decisions of another. So basically, me working in the medical field, I need to be able to rely on the people that I'm working with because other people's lives will be at risk. And this also works for personal relationships as well, because being able to trust the people that you care about is important, and showing them that you trust them is important as well, so that they feel like you really care about them, and that'll just strengthen the bond of that relationship. So either way, being able to extend your trust and show that you trust people and being able to adapt to change and evolve as a person are both very important behaviors. And being able to empathize and actively listen and be a good listener are also important as well. So then I think that learning about these different behaviors, you can improve the way that you behave, and it may not help everything that's wrong in your relationships, and it possibly may not even make it better, but you're not just doing this for other people around you, you're doing this for yourself. And I can't control what others around me do, but I can definitely control what I decide to do. So I think that using these behaviors and concepts to improve my self-concept and possibly even the relationships in my life is definitely worth, working on altering those behaviors. Thanks, guys. Bye.